The Miami Dolphins get a second shot at the Kansas City Chiefs, this time in the playoffs, this time at Arrowhead, which means it's time for the real reunion with the Cheetah.
Oh, baby. Quick throw over the middle, there's Hill.
It wasn't fair to the football universe that when Tyreek Hill faced off with his old mates, it was on foreign soil. Maybe karma set things right, but this is round 2 for these two teams. Kansas City beat Miami Week 9 in Germany, 21-14.
That's the way the game ends. Go figure.
That game was very symbolic of the 2023 Chiefs, a team that sort of struggles offensively but can hold the best of offenses in check. They held Tyreek to 62 yards and he really wanted to give Andy Reid the business. Instead, he gave him the ball.
Tyreek Hill hit right in the stomach, fumbles the ball, picked up by Kansas City.
Chiefs defense held Tua Tagovailoa to 193 yards, only 1 touchdown and a sub-90 rating.
He comes scot-free. And that is a huge stop by the Chiefs defense.
KC held Jalen Waddle to 42 yards in that game. Question is, can they do all that again? Tua led the league in passing yardage, threw 29 TD passes, rate tuned to K-Earth 101.1. Guess he likes the classics.
Tua deep downfield.
Tua throws a perfect pass to Tyreek Hill, and it never gets old.
Hill, 119 receptions, that was tied for second most. He led the NFL in yardage with 1,799 yards, 13 receiving touchdowns, tied for first.
What a throw and catch, right on the money, one-on-one.
Tyreek Hill, bro.
Waddle also went for 1,000 plus, 72 catches, 4 TDs.
Deep down the left sideline, they want Waddle. He's got him. Touchdown, Miami.
The Penguin didn't play last week versus Buffalo, and neither did running back Raheem Mostert. Mostert was the guy Kansas City struggled with in their win over Miami. Head coach Mike McDaniel was criticized for not feeding him enough. He led the NFL in rushing TDs this year with 18, went for 1,012 yards, 4.8 a run.
Spinning, Mostert, block, in there, touchdown.
Hey.
Miami's ground game, a two-headed deal. Devon Achane, 800 yards on the nose for the season, 7.8 a carry, 8 touchdowns. Dolphins ground game, if both guys are available, one of the best in the NFL in 2023.
Achane the man. Welcome back to Mr. Achane.
Achane and Mostert, if he plays, lined up to make an impact in this game based on how Kansas City played running backs in 2023. They gave up 4.6 a carry to the position. Only one team gave up a higher figure.
Mostert still on his feet, and he gets it past midfield.
Chiefs pass rush played a huge role in beating Miami in round 1. They sacked Tua 3 times. Kansas City finished second in sacks for the season, second in QB hits.
And Tua goes down.
Steve Spagnuolo is so good at drawing up those third down pressures.
Defensive end Michael Dana had 6.5 sacks. Charles Omenihu had 7. Defensive end George Karlaftis, 10.5.
And they got him back at the 11-yard line. Karlaftis is in there. Omenihu.
The interior of Miami's O-line, of course, has Chris Jones to deal with. 10.5 sacks for that bloke on the year.
And pressure, and he's going down, Chris Jones. Boy, it didn't take long to make his presence felt.
Dolphins only gave up 31 sacks for the season, though. That was tied for 4th fewest.
Nobody's better in the NFL at throwing it quick and getting the ball downfield.
But Miami lost 6 games, and in 5 of them, Tagovailoa was sacked 3 times. So it remains the best way to stop Miami's aerial attack.
In trouble, Trip. Yes! Oh, hell yes!
Primary responsibility for shadowing Hill lands with L'Jarius Sneed, held quarterbacks to a 55.5 rating while traveling with the best receivers.
Sneed is the one guy who takes away the opposing team's top player week in, week out.
Tua faces a secondary that finished 8th in rating allowed at 83.6. The Chiefs held quarterbacks to 6 yards per attempt, 3rd lowest in the league, 9.9 yards per completion allowed, also 3rd lowest.
Buying time, and he's picked off. Is it a momentum changer? Big play here.
Kansas City's defense, 2nd in points per game allowed for the season. Miami's offense, 2nd in scoring.
Tua for the end zone, and Wilson, touchdown.
The battle on the other side of things, not on those elite levels. Patrick Mahomes has not had the kind of year anyone is used to seeing from him. Threw 14 interceptions, most in his career, a 92.6 rating, the lowest in his career, fewest yards per attempt, fewest yards per completion, fewest yards per game in his career.
Interception! intercepted down the sideline. Back-to-back plays for the defense.
Chiefs pass catchers leading the league in dropped balls didn't help, and Mahomes' play still landed him in the Pro Bowl. He threw 27 touchdowns, averaged over 260 yards per game, so it's all relative.
Shovel it inside to McKinnon. The Jet finds the end zone. Touchdown!
Great job, dog.
And he did have one of his better outings versus Miami's defense. 2 touchdowns, no picks, a plus 100 rate.
And the Chiefs don't take long to score first.
Secondary Mahomes faces off with gave up 359 yards to Josh Allen last week, a plus 100 rating. Miami 24th in rating allowed this year at 93. They were 28th in completion percentage allowed. Pass defense wasn't a strong point for them this year.
As a wide open receiver.
Broken coverage.
Now, Jalen Ramsey has been doing his part since returning from injury, leads the team in INTs with 3 despite only playing 10 games, a 66.2 rating allowed.
And it's picked by Jalen Ramsey.
Welcome to the Miami Dolphins.
The primary guy those two will have eyes on, Rashee Rice, 938 yards, 7 TDs as a rookie.
Inside the 5. Touchdown! Rashee Rice with an explosive play.
Dolphins didn't lock wideouts up this year, 96 rating allowed to the position. That was 22nd. They gave up a 108.3 rate to tight ends, 7 touchdowns, only 1 pick, and now they take on Travis Swift. Kelsey, second most yards for a tight end in 2023 at 984.
Now pass cut, 40-yard line, wide open 30, and gets tackled at the 5-yard line.
Dolphins may not have had a great year versus the pass, but their pass rush can make a difference. They were 3rd in sacks, had the most QB hits.
Boy, the pressure today is unbelievable, and it's coming from everybody.
One problem for Miami is they've lost both their starting defensive ends, but they are stacked in the middle, though. Zach Sealer, 10 sacks for the season.
Wipe me down.
Christian Wilkins with 9.
Allen in trouble. Lost the football is taken away from him. Christian Wilkins going in for the sack.
They go up against a Kansas City line that's like Miami's. They didn't allow many pass rushers to make it home to see Mahomes. 28 sacks taken, 2nd fewest.
Got time in the pocket, and he's got a man open at the 35.
Chiefs O-line did a nice job paving the way for running back Isaiah Pacheco, too. 935 yards for the rookie, 4.6 yards per carry, 7 scores. Sealer and Wilkins also make it tough on runners, though. Dolphins holding running backs to 3.8 a carry, tied for 5th lowest.
Come on, come on. You knew it was coming. Let's go.
Miami 22nd in points per game allowed on defense. Kansas City 15th in scoring on offense. Chiefs were not a lock to win anywhere this year either. Arrowhead was no different. Lost 4 games there, 3 of them to above 500 teams in the Lions, Eagles, and Bills.
There is a flag.
Offside. Number 19, offense.
Loudest call I've ever seen, dude.
Miami, though, only beat one above 500 team all season, at home versus Dallas. 5 of their 6 losses to teams with more wins than losses.
Look at end zone for the touchdown, 50-burger.
Both teams' offenses gave the ball away a lot this year, so watch for the turnover battle. If it comes down to a field goal, Jason Sanders was 24 of 28 for the season, has hit his last 10 in a row.
It is up, it is drilled. Boy, has he been good today. 3 field goals, all over 50 yards.
Harrison Butker, 33 for 35 this year, hasn't missed an extra point.
And Harrison Butker is the only man to score in the last 1 hour and 53 minutes.
Mike McDaniel, Andy Reid, 2 of the best offensive minds in the game, 2 of the funniest coaches going.
Hey, if we had a helmetless football league, you'd be the face of it.
Miami and Kansas City have played 3 times in the playoffs, Dolphins winning all 3. The first and all-time classic, longest game in NFL history, double OT game on Christmas, 27-24, Miami wins it.
I was happy that we won, certainly, but I'll be honest with you, I was almost just as happy that that damn game was over.
Comment section is open. Does Kansas City beat Miami in the playoffs for the first time ever, or does Miami move on to play another day? Let's see what the panel of 10 has.